Okay, mija, I'm taking a break from all the football to record, but it's been crazy, man. It's been crazy.
Has it?
How have you been?
Good. Little busy. Good.
Yeah, that's
Watch
good,
some stuff.
man.
Watch some cool stuff. Watch some not cool stuff. I'm excited to talk to you about The Bear,
Yeah.
season 3. I don't want to hear shit about football, but I'll ask anyways because I'm not
No,
going to
what?
stop
Yeah,
talking.
it's a lot. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, but we'll talk a little football later under what we
Yeah.
watched.
Let's talk
Then we can
about
do
later
some
what we
trailer.
watched.
Let's just get into it.
Yeah.
Take a little lap, little lap around the block. See how we go here.
Yeah. Let's
All
take
right.
a stroll.
Yeah, roll the trailers. Here we go. First
Boom.
trailer.
That's what I like. I like smooth transitions.
There you go.
And we're gonna go into Creepy Corner. First up.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know how much I wanted to watch this till I watched this trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dang, this is going to be fantastic. I hope it is. But anyways, Robert Eggers, Auteur?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Nosferatu, Christmas Day, bringing the holiday spirit.
That is a ballsy reverse counter programming drop right there. I remember watching this trailer. I'm like, God damn, this is going to be fucked up. And then
It is.
Christmas Day. I'm like, what?
Bringing the joy.
Well, there
Open
you go.
the presents, kiddos. It looks good though, man. I mean, like, he knows how to shoot a film. You know what I'm saying?
He knows how to design and shoot a film. Like,
yeah. So
he knows what he wants.
Yeah. I mean, I think the more I think about Northman, the more I like it. And like, it's always like at first, when you first watch one of his films, you're a little, I don't know, out of sorts because you're like, what did I watch? You know? And then the more you think about it, you're like, you know, that was fucking cool. And that, oh, you know what? The goat talked. That's cool. You know, like, you know, shit happens. And you're like, damn, that was pretty masterful. So I'm excited for this. And yeah, little creepy corner action Navidad.
I kind of want to watch anything he does because it's going to be visually interesting. Yeah. I don't know if I'd go to the theater for this because your boy's not into the fucking.
And it's dark in there. I don't know if you heard, but it's dark in there.
Yeah,
it might get you.
But like I didn't even. I still haven't finished watching The Northman. I have to get back into it.
You didn't finish Northman, bro?
No, someone a little too intense for someone in the household. I'm like, okay, I'll watch it later. Never got back into it, but man, that movie was like pretty badass. And
yeah,
man. Anyways, I'm interested, but not in the theaters for this one. All right, another one I'm interested in and not in the theaters for.
You want all the lights on?
Yeah.
All right.
I want no less than 3 escape routes at all times.
You escape maps. I know all the maps displayed properly because you might get trapped in the house with
the exit signs well lit.
Yeah. Hugh Grant stars in this horror. I don't know. What would you call it? Like claustrophobic kind of like movie. Like you're trapped inside a house and there's like it's a maze and it's like homies, you're like the mice inside a maze, kind of like go ahead, try to get out before I catch you, you know, kind of thing. And it looks cool, like the design of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like the acting looks cool. Like the little when the little light switch opened up and how there's little switches, and you're like, ooh, we're gonna do some crazy stuff here.
Yeah, and I like Hugh Grant when he's not doing rom-coms. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's where he made his money and his fame and everything like that. But when he's a little weird and he does like a little different than just whatever, you know, pays the rent, I like it. And this is definitely a lot different.
A lot. This might be the darkest Hugh Grant. I don't know. He's done some darker stuff in recent years, but the one
he's got some Guy Ritchie in him, you know.
The one big turn was The Gentleman with Guy Ritchie. I was like, this is Hugh Grant?
Yeah.
Dude, he still cracks me every time watching that film. He has like the best dialogue with the best delivery with the best everything. I'm like, this fucking guy. But yeah, The Heretic. Go watch it. Just not in theaters.
I will. Thank you. All right, next up. Hey, if you want action and if you want Christmas, my guy, The Rock, is bringing it to you. Let me tell you. Red One is called, and it's a action adventure slash kidnap slash Christmas movie. Oh no, kids, we have to save Santa Claus. And he's jacked. And, and there's a Secret Service that's protects Santa Claus, but they need to find a regular guy, Mr. Captain America himself, Chris Evans, to go find Santa Claus. I don't know, man. I'm in.
I mean, I'm in, but my finger will be pretty close to the fucking exit button. Because some of the stuff in this looked kind of cool, and some of it looked pretty not good. I was like, oh, what's that? Oh, that's kind of dumb. Like, oh. And I know the budget for this and apparently the schedule for this movie went like ape shit. Like they've been working on this for like a long time, and it had problems and more problems, more problems. So, and then we're seeing this trailer, and it looks very uneven in certain parts. I'm like, let's see if they can polish. They got like 6 months. I don't know, what is it, 5 months? Polish it up, see how it looks.
November 15th.
4 months, man.
Can they polish Chris Evans up? Can you go back and be like, hey, can you give a fuck? Like even in the trailer, I'm like, this guy is just not here, And it's, I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited. I like anything Christmas, really. So, I like when it's scary Christmas movies. I like it when it's, dumb Christmas movies. I like anything Christmas. So,
sure.
We'll check it out. Definitely gonna check it out.
Yeah.
Bang, bang.
It's on Prime. So it's just click.
And, there you go.
We'll see what happens. I don't know.
The Rock got done fleecing Netflix. Now he's trying to fleece, Prime. It's all good.
So there you go.
November 15th, Red One.
Slightly curious, but not anything more than like a clickety click in and a click out for this one.
All right, here we go.
Ooh.
This is serious stuff right here.
Same day.
Serious stuff. November 15th. Robert Zemeckis here. Starring Tom Hanks and what's her name?
Robin Wright. Formerly known as Robin
Jenny
Wright Pin.
herself.
Jenny.
So that's a big reunion.
The villain from Forrest Gump has made her reappearance.
Yeah.
All right.
Would it be bad if I do my Forrest Gump impersonations, or should I hold them?
You should do it now, because I don't know when we're going to actually watch this thing.
Oh, okay. I'm not a dumb man.
That was an impersonation?
I'm not a stupid man. I do know what love is. Why don't you love me, Jenny? I have to find Bubba.
Are you even trying? What is that?
I got kicked out of Estudiantina because they say I'm monotone and I don't have any. I don't know what high pitch, low pitch, anything. Like I'm just like straight delivery the whole time. So that might be an issue. Inside, I'm thinking like I sound just like Tom Hanks.
Am I Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
You're not. Anyways.
No. Was I close?
No. Sorry, I love you.
I have to find Bubba.
There's a little bit there. You got a little stretch, just barely, but that was something. Anyways.
Lieutenant Dan.
That was pretty good. All right.
Okay.
What do you think of the trailer? Shithead.
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm like I want it to be good, but is it gonna be good? And I'm like, I got my hand on the fire alarm. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, it might be horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like the potential of it being horrible is higher than the potential of it being great. Like it's easier for it to be bad than for it's a lot of work, bro. Because it's like it's a high idea concept thing,
The writing on this has to be just fantastic, knock it out of the ballpark good. You know what I mean? And like the editing and the acting, like the gimmick is going to wear.
Well, tell the people what the gimmick is.
The gimmick is there's a point of view, a camera, if you will, throughout history, I guess you can call it, does not move. Like you see like dinosaurs, you see the common wipe of the dinosaurs, then you see like colonial America start to happen, and you see like cabins being built, and a house gets built, and like it becomes a more modern house, and then it's like lived in by like kids, and all of a sudden like a young de-aged Tom Hanks shows up with a young Robin Wright, and it shows them like growing over the years and have all these moments in the same living room. Essentially, all takes place in like a living room, and presumably from like their birth to their death kind of thing. And it's all the camera does not move.
The camera does not move.
So, given that, we'll call it a gimmick. I don't know.
Yeah.
To support that, gotta be amazing. I don't know, man. It's gotta be amazing.
Yeah. A virtual one shot because the camera doesn't move. So it's not like the camera's going to blink. So it's going to be like, oh man, like what? Give me a percentage that it's going to be good. What do you think? How confident are you in this being good?
When you say good, you mean watchable, or you like, I would watch that again?
For it to be between Forrest Gump and Castaway, somewhere in the middle.
Oh no, those are two. I don't love Castaway.
That's what I'm saying. I don't love, but it's great, but it's good, well done, right?
Yeah.
So it's like we got Forrest Gump up here, and then we got the floor. The floor is Castaway.
Have you seen his other films, Zemeckis? Like, he has not made a watchable film.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Years. It's like, but he's got the trifecta, man. He's got Jenny and Forrest.
Whenever he does anything that has like a gimmick to it, it's always really bad. So he focuses more on the gimmick
and the technicality of
than the story.
Yeah,
like the characters and the story and the writing are like there's there, but no one really cares. I miss Back to the Future Robert Zemeckis. That's all I have to say. Like that dude was firing back then, and now all the stuff that he does lately, they give him like these massive budgets, and it's just kind of swing and a miss, swing and a miss, swing and a miss, swing and a miss, swing and a miss. Like this dude's like, I don't know, man. It's
and
like,
he's getting up there. He's got to be close to 70.
All right, here we go. I'm putting the odds of this film being good at about 10%, 10 to 15%, to be like, ooh, that was really good. Ooh. That's what I'm putting the success rate at 10 to 15%. I think there's like a 40% chance that it's pretty watchable.
That's where I was at. Wrong.
Fingers crossed, but his track record is terrible. You know what I mean? It's like bringing some minor leaguer up to a pro ball in the World Series against like a great pitcher. Like, what are the chances he's going to hit a home run? Not very good. But fingers crossed. It's a cool idea. I'm curious how they did it more later, but confidence is not high.
Yeah.
Fortunately, like, get back, dude. Bob Zemeckis, dude. You're amazing. Once upon a time, get that shit back.
Yeah. All right, man. Moving on. Do you like to go fast? Ooh. John Krasinski's F1 starring Brad Pitt, June 25th, 2025. It's a long time.
So long. I thought it was going to be like this year.
Why did they show this to me?
Dude,
why? Now I got to wait. I didn't even know I wanted to watch it. Now I want to watch it. And you're making me wait? Oh, my God.
What were your first impressions?
My first, dude, the Ricky Bobby in me was like, I want to go fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, fucking hold on to your hats, because they put you like, he cracked the code with
Maverick.
With Maverick, and like put him in the cockpit. You know what I'm saying? And we're in the cockpit in this, and it's like, mwah, isn't it? Like, it just looks so fucking cool, and it's like, oh, and like they're chasing you. It's like, I was like, is this fucking Star Wars? What the fuck is happening right now? Is that a fucking TIE fighter behind him? What the fuck? He's getting chased down. I mean,
and it's got Brad Pitt as a star.
And it's got fucking Brad Pitt.
Come on.
Don't they have age limits for these fucking cars? But like, I'm glad they don't, because he's like the coolest guy on the planet. But man, put that shit in my veins, bro.
Dude, this is. I really hope they shot a ton on IMAX. I don't know if you actually can because the Amex cameras are huge
and heavy as fuck, and
you can't put that on a car that's going like 400 miles an hour to take some turns. Like, one of you ain't making it out of that. The IMAX or the driver, I mean, the camera or the driver ain't surviving a turn. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But visually, this film looks amazing for the most part. I'm like, the film we didn't know we needed. For the sport that no one watches.
Some of the
besides football,
the non racing parts, like it felt like a Michael Mann kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like the natural, like being there. You know how like when you watch Michael Mann movies, like if it just feels textured and like real and shit. You know,
like he's just capturing reality. He's capturing,
and that's what it felt like. And then when they weren't racing, and when they were racing, it was like, fucking hold on, agárrate, cabrón. You know, like, oh man, that was fun. And like, and they showed like, I'm glad they showed that much, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, that was like 15 seconds of like bliss. You know what I'm saying? Like when the shot kept going, you know, at the end of the trailer, they're like, here you go, eat it up.
Tell me you didn't watch this trailer on your phone though.
I can't say that.
Oh, you piece of shit. Anyway.
Bro, some of us are doing stuff, bro. We're outside.
Damn. Anyways, this movie comes out in a year.
Check it out.
Dude, watch it again on your TV in your living room. Turn the lights
with
off.
my Atmos surround sound bar. Fucking neighbors are gonna be like, and I'm like, back to you.
Brad Pitt. Anyways.
Es Brad Pitt. Cálmate. Zenaida yells cálmate to me. Daddy, cálmate. And I'm like,
that'll be for another podcast. All right, let's move on.
Man, that's it for trailers.
News.
All right, we got a sad one.
Yeah, this one came out of left field.
Yeah.
John Lando, 63, legendary producer of, I guess he first burst onto the scene. He's been around for a long time. Like he co-produced like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids a long time ago. And some other stuff at Fox. And then he went on to become James Cameron's producer for Titanic, because that movie was insanity when they were making it in like the mid 90s. Biggest budgeted film ever. Took 2 studios to push it across the finish line. It became the biggest hit ever. Like, I never would have guessed a fucking boat sinking was going to be the biggest money making film of all time. Like,
is this still number 1? I don't think it's 1 no more.
I think Endgame beat it. But I mean, at that time,
or Avatar,
maybe. I had probably, but still, sinking boat. Never would have guessed. Anyways, and then he went on to produce freaking Avatar for the next like 10, 15 years, whatever they've been working on that crap for, and making all this money. James Cameron says, I want to do this, and this guy's the one that like has an ulcer and goes, oh my god, okay, I have to figure this crap out now. And he did. And now he passed away, which is like, got to be devastating to like Cameron and his crew, because this guy's like the guy that made it happen. It's pretty wild. And they're still making like 2 or 3 more Avatars on the way. So it's gotta be a big of a hit. A bit of a hit there. So hopefully, I don't know. Condolences. That sucks. This guy pushed filmmaking to another level.
Yeah.
So that sucks. 63. Crazy. All right. Moving out of that one. Let's go
moving on to stuff. Superman. You get to see his suit. And we got a couple shots from the set, behind the scenes of some of the other characters.
I only saw 1 or 2.
I saw a couple other people. I don't know who they were, their characters, but the only one I recognized was Mr. Terrific. And then that's it. And Superman.
How would you think of a suit?
I'm not like a big Superman guy, so it's like I don't really like have like, oh, it has to be this way. Like if we talk Green Lantern stuff, then it'd be different. Okay. You know, it'd be a little bit more critical. So, but I'm like, I kind of like that he's wearing underwear and like the yellow belt. I don't know, because I know it's hokey, but it's Superman. He's supposed to be that way, right?
It's kind of weird. It almost looks like one of those CW show type suits. I'm like, different, but James Gunn, he has
until you see it on film, you don't know. I mean, like,
yeah, and he's got a certain specific aesthetic. And I saw some set pics that were like just they were trying to like recreate like downtown Metropolis. And there's a definite style that they've created for like the artwork and the posters, like the it's happening in that world, and like the fonts and like the angles and the colors. We're like, okay, so it's got a very stylized look to it. Given that, like I can see maybe all this stuff kind of fitting together in a very stylized way, and it's what's like setting itself apart. I'm like, all right, see what he's gonna do.
Yeah,
I trust this
because
guy.
we're coming from emo goth darky kind of Superman vibes, like depressing ass fucking. I'm depressed. I'm like, I'm so badass. I'm the depressed guy.
This is gonna have some cheesiness to it, but intentionally. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I can get behind that. Let's back it up with some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be fun. I think it looks a little cartoony, and if he can kind of get that tone, because he does some dark stuff too. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and it's gonna be interesting to see because there's gonna be like a lot of characters, a lot, and it's like it's gonna be interesting to see the interaction of him with other suits or other people with power and stuff. Because other than Batman or the Justice League, we'd never really seen that, right? Where it's like it's always him interacting with humans, like in other TV shows and whatnot.
Yeah. We'll
I mean Zod, but it's gonna be interesting.
I think it should be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Next piece of news.
Batman Part 2 start filming soon. Da-da-da. News.
Yeah, you posted this. It was what's his name? Andy Serkis they said that they have like a window of filming and it's gonna be happening soon.
Yeah, I think the end of this year and most of next year.
So that's cool.
Also tomorrow, they just dropped a poster for Gladiator 2. Yeah. Did you see the poster?
No. I just figured I'll watch a trailer tomorrow.
Where they have him like kneeling and he's like, the guy he's going to rubbing the dirt or the sand like Maximus used to. But anyways, that's the poster. And then tomorrow we get a trailer.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. We're probably going to see if we can put a review of the trailer out before this actual episode drops. So we can do something kind of quick. So hopefully.
I hope I get more than 2 seconds of Denzel. I hope I get more than 2 seconds of Denzel.
Yeah, I'm hoping the movie's just watchable because Tony Scott's been not really on a tear lately. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. And last piece of news, you added this up. What's up?
No, we got a couple. We got 28 years later. That's a movie title.
Mm-hmm.
And we just read it and I already forgot it. It was the
Bone Collector.
The Bone Collector. The Bone.
It's like 28 years later, part 2, the Bone Temple or something.
The Bone Temple, yeah. So it's got like Indiana Jones in it and shit or something.
But it's a zombie film. So they got time. Hopefully they're going to workshop that title. I don't know.
My anxiety level goes up every time these fuckers come around.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I don't know.
The Bone Temple.
We're going to watch it.
Yeah. That scared you. I saw you. It's scared.
It's a trilogy. They're doing 3. So we'll see how it goes.
You like how it haunted you?
Shut up.
Yeah. Easter egg.
Anyways. All right. Last one.
Next one. And bright as day. And black as night. Here we go. Time to get nerdy, guys. All right, man. I'm super excited, but we already kind of knew that the Lanterns TV show was a go, and it's still a go. It's a go at HBO now, not Max. Which, whatever that means. Hopefully they're still around to get the show done. But yeah, man. Green Lantern TV show produced by Lindelof and a bunch of other cool people that make a lot of cool shit. And I'm excited. And it's going to be Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. And yeah, let's get to it.
Don't forget Guy Gardner. No, Guy Gardner's in the Superman movie. So
yeah.
Show up in this one too, probably.
Nathan Fillion.
See how it goes. I'm excited.
Cool. I'm excited. See, like for them, they got to go white gloves, bro. White gloves. They gotta go. They pull the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about suits. You know, but I didn't.
Right.
I heard Nathan Fillion was in one of those pictures. I didn't look it up, and I guess he's wearing the jacket. You know, like that jockey kind of like leather jacket. I can't remember.
All right,
but we'll see.
We'll see. He'll be in the trailer probably. All right, we good? You all right there?
Yeah, I got excited.
All right. Well, I guess we can continue being excited in what we watched, and you watched some football. Dude,
yes, a lot.
I will give you 90 seconds. Put 90 seconds on the clock so you can say whatever the fuck you want about stupid football. And
okay,
then,
I watched a lot of soccer. All right, if you could just shut up so I can talk.
All right, here we go.
All right,
90 seconds, go.
90
Bore me to
seconds.
death.
So it's playing two continents, right? They got the Euro Cup and then the Copa America. And I gotta say, like, there's a lot of talent in South America and the Copa America, but most of these countries fucking hate each other, so they don't really allow them to play good. There's not a lot of good play per se. There's a lot of kicking and hitting and like, so there's not a lot of smooth playing. So if you like slow, dirty play, watch Copa America. That's just shit for you. And some penalty kicks and shit. Yeah, that's the shit for you. If you like to watch the beautiful game and watch some motherfuckers that have like not only skill but the fortitude to not just want to punch each other in the face, you know, and like get some plays together and make some cool plays. The Euro Cup, that's where it's at. They got some pretty cool plays playing over there, and it just got it. You know, one's in the morning, one's at night. So there you go.
How much longer is this go on for?
Like a week and a half.
Where can people find it to watch?
Fox, FS1, or you can get like a little, if you want to watch it in Spanish, like me, you watch it on Univision, or Prime has a VIX channel where they put it all on one channel, one after another. It's great.
All right, there you go. 90 seconds is up.
Yeah.
You all right? Did good?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you can do a wrap up for us for who wins and what your thoughts were.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool. We're going out of that one.
That was painless.
That
was good.
It's because I shut it up and let you fucking yap your trap.
Bro, anyways, Ronaldo was crying like a baby when he got eliminated. I was so happy. But anyways.
All right.
Moving
Shall we go on to the big one for this week?
Whew. The Bear, season 3.
Yeah, so they dropped all of them on Hulu like, 10 days ago or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
We finally sat and watched most. We watched them all. We watched them all, yeah?
I did. I don't know about you. You over here most whatever.
No,
I don't know. You probably skipped some shit like you skipper.
Hey. All right, let's give our general thoughts and then we can get into some spoilers. We'll do our 5-minute spoiler. How does that sound?
Sure.
Do you think we need less? Do you think we need more? I think I'm good with less.
I don't know if there's much to spoil.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3 minutes. We'll go 3 minutes. You know what? Let's say overall our thoughts, because we don't even know. We haven't talked about it at all.
Yeah, at all.
Also, I'll let you go first. You just tell me what your impressions, overall thoughts for this season, Bear season 3. Go.
It was a little uneven. There's a couple masterful episodes, but then there were some ones that were like not doing it. And then there was some stuff that was like, your shit stinks too, you know, like they were like, oh, my shit don't stink. Yeah, it does. You know, so there's a few things that I just didn't feel. But overall, I liked it. I love it. I still love The Bear. Okay. Will it be my number 1 show 3 years in a row? I don't know. But yeah, there's a couple amazing episodes. That's my thoughts.
I think there were a couple amazing scenes. But overall, the whole season was pretty fucking throwaway.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought the whole season was at the very end. I'm like, okay, they got to thread this needle at the end. Maybe they were trying to do something. And at the end of the season, they threaded nothing. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was so like, did they literally just do a season where very little actually happens. Like all the characters that entered the first episode of the season exited the season almost in the same way. There's like one or two characters that kind of had a little bit of growth. Other than that, all the things you were kind of like waiting to see, like, okay, there's all these threads and things that needed to be like cleared up and whatnot. Nothing, like nothing was addressed. And I was like, how do you have an entire season and not address the big things from the last season? That kind of really fucking pissed me off. And the amount of montages, like, bro, how many fucking montages do they need in this show? Like, we get it, like over and over and over. I was so like, oh my God. And then we got to the last episode and it was like halfway over and they spent like half the episode just yapping about nothing. I'm like, this is seriously how they're going to end the show. Like, they're not going to have any kind of closure or anything. And they did. And I was like, you fucking kidding me? I was extremely disappointed. There are some masterful parts where I got a little emotional. That was really cool. But overall, I was like, what the fuck was the point of the season? Like, I think they got a little too full of themselves. I think they took a little victory lap and they lost sight of what made the Bear like this most special, beautiful show. But that's my thing. We can get into some spoilers now if you want. But I mean, fuck. The rewatchability for the season for me is like damn near zero. Sorry, dude.
Don't say sorry for me. You're the one that's a fucking asshole.
No, this show is not good. I looked at the fucking scores. I'm like, am I crazy? And I started to look up reviews and everyone was agreeing. I'm like, okay, I'm not crazy.
Not everyone's agreeing. It's mixed.
It's no. If you look at the reviews were like glowing from the season 1 and 2.
Yeah, but we're not talking about season 1 and 2.
Yeah. But I mean, but for this one, everyone had like the first 1 and 2 seasons had no mixed reviews.
But why are you talking about 1 and 2? We're not talking about 1 and 2.
No.
And this is what you tend to do. You tend to like hold on to the past and like fucking expect everything to be the same or better. And I'm like, bro, what is that? Is that growth? It's not growth. That's not growth.
I think they
should fuck learn. Up. That's how you grow. You fuck up.
Fucked up a lot. Anyways, I'm just gonna. All right, 3 minutes. You want to argue for 3 minutes or 2 minutes? What do you got in you?
I like I said, I think 3, maybe 2 episodes are amazing, and then there's a lot of stuff that is like questions, like dude, like
we went too far into spoilers. So okay, so we're recording. Fast forward 6.5 minutes because we
and there's also in his emotions.
All right, go ahead. Spoiler away quickly. I'm getting worked up just thinking about this shit,
bro. Like you're what are you don't scare nobody over here, bro. There's no Kool-Aid over here. You probably fucking didn't even watch the whole episodes. You just fast forward through them.
No, and watch the whole damn suffer through
them. What was I gonna say? I like the Tina episode a lot.
I think that episode had the best scene.
I didn't
know that until then. I'm like, all right, cool. It was a cool scene because you knew what was going to happen, and then all of a sudden, like she just had like the worst fucking day, and then she looks across the street, and the Beastie Boys needle drop happens. You're like, oh shit!
2 Beastie Boys in the same episode.
Yeah, they're spending some money on the music, and then I'm like, wait a minute, is she going to meet Michael? And then, like, sure enough, a few minutes later, this blurry figure in the background goes and sits down with her, and they have a talk for like 10 minutes, and I thought that was my favorite scene. Like, they were both just on the level and just fucking dialed in. I was like, oh, this scene's awesome. Like that right there made my day watching that scene.
I also enjoyed the first episode a lot. I can rewatch that over and over, actually. And I enjoyed the score from Mr. Trent Reznor. And that one. And then low points, fucking John Cena. What the fuck is John Cena doing in my fucking show?
That was so random.
It was so random, and I think they leaned way too much into the facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just throw some facts on it, and it's funny. I'm like, there was like, it would go from like too serious where it was like kind of hard to watch to like the facts doing something like out of left field, and I'm like, bro, like there was no balance. So I agree with you with the there was a lot of like kind of victory lap-ish kind of shit going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it wasn't great.
The fact that they did not,
but I don't think it's like the way you make it sound. It's like you make it sound like it's fucking, I don't know, bro, like a CW show.
Let me ask you a question. What was this season about?
Trauma, dude. Trauma.
I don't think it was about trauma. I think it was noted, but they didn't process or do anything. Like they just had so many parts of this trauma. Okay, what's going on? What's he going to try to do? I know what I mean. It was like, I guess he tried to process for like 2 seconds at the very end with what's his name, Joel McHale, and then like, I don't know, maybe that's what he needed to get his kick in the ass, so he actually gets real help for it or something. I'm like, well, what is going on? Like, is he just? Why not even attempt to try to talk to Claire Bear? Why not attempt to talk to Richie? Like, what is, like, they've had an entire season to kind of address or do something, at least open the door before you exit an entire 10 episode season, and they didn't do it. And that's why I was like, what is the point of this season? I understand that it said like to be continued, so I'm glad they acknowledged that there was nothing else going on. But like, if I'm going to go with you on this big journey, like, give me a little bit more. Now I'm like, I feel like, here's the thing. This is where my big thing I was wondering to myself. Could you literally just skip this season and go straight into season 4 and not really miss anything? You know what I mean? Like an entire season you could probably miss, and you're not going to miss anything because then nothing really happened. Like what would you miss if you just watched the next? That's where
that's bullshit.
That's where I think they didn't really think this one through. I don't know. Like you're not going to miss all the montages. Anyways.
Yeah, you're gonna miss the Tina meeting. You're gonna miss Sugar having a child. Mm-hmm. You're gonna miss Sydney going through her thing where they're like leaving the restaurant because she wants to be on her own or she doesn't know what she wants. You're gonna miss that. There's 3 things right there.
Yeah, that's not an entire season. That's not enough, I think, to cover a whole season. That's the thing.
No. You said anything. You said skip the whole season. I just gave you 3 things right there.
I think you'd be okay. Like, I don't think those are the heart and soul.
And then the money problems, and then with the computer and whatnot.
Those are like minor. Those all feel like minor.
Here's the thing:
B stories.
They when they did the show, the guy said, "I have 3 seasons." They gave him a ton of money to do 4 seasons. So what he fucking did, he took every other episode off. So it's 1, 3, 6, and 9. I think are good. And then the other good ones are the final season is going to be the same thing. You're going to get the other and a bunch of filler. So
fingers
there you
crossed.
go.
I don't know. Maybe you can do like a
fingers crossed. You want more filler next season?
No,
he split the good season into 2 seasons.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It didn't work.
No, it didn't.
And then you know what I really hated at the very end, where like the review came out and they didn't even want to tell you what the review is. I'm like, that's like the cliffhanger. Like I don't know. The whole thing kind of was like.
Well, he said, "Fuck!" Like I took it as a positive.
I don't
know. You ever watch
Spanglish? Go ahead. Finish.
You ever watch Spanglish when he gets a review and it's glowing and everything like that, and then it goes like, "Oh, Adam Sandler's the best chef on blah 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 blah," and then he's you fucking dick. It's like that's how they take it. Good news. So I took it as a positive, and it's going to be successful.
Yeah, we'll find out. I don't know, but
it's all right. Everybody knows who's a half empty year.
Oh man, it's half empty. The show is half empty. Anyways,
your soul is.
I'm glad we disagree. Anyways, all right.
Oh, surprise, surprise!
Oh my god. Anyways,
talking about processing.
We'll talk about more of this later. We got to keep moving here. All right.
Process your tears.
I think we'll agree on. All right, moving on to a different show that I think we'll agree on. The Boys.
The Boys.
1, 2, 3. I think I finished the 4th episode. I have to look.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. What are your thoughts?
It's okay. It's not. This is. It started okay.
They dialed it down.
Like yeah, I mean, you can't have exploding fucking people with people inside you every episode.
I kind of like that they dialed it down a little bit because they're focusing more on like the layered stories of like these characters. You're like, oh, that's interesting because it's getting very political, and like they're bringing in like an election, and they're bringing in like these people who are doing like the they're representing like the MAGA group and like the other side, and you're like, oh, they're like it's really starting to mirror reality. And like, holy shit. And I think it's pretty clever how they're doing all this shit. And then Homelander is kind of just been on the sideline. He's just kind of like observing and orchestrating and kind of like trying to lose his shit, which is like a quiet, subtle thing, which is scary as shit for Homelander. So I'm like, this is cool. There's there's a scene, I think it's episode 4. I don't know if you got there. We'll talk about that later. Where I was like, God damn, this is like frightening. And I kind of almost felt sad for Homelander for a little bit. I'm like, Jesus. But I like this. I like the season a lot. I like how it's a little leveled down. It's like darker. It's more a little bit more serious in some areas. And there's just the violence isn't quite as over the top, but it's there. Like I don't know if you got to like there was a couple scenes where I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I definitely went holy shit a couple times.
But it's so like it's fast. It's not like gratuitous. It's gratuitous, but it's not the camera holding on to a thing for like a really long time. It's kind of like, oh shit. And they're kind of like, it's got a cool feel. I'm digging it. And I think they said next season is the last season. So I kind of see what they're trying to set up. And I like the dynamic of Butcher not being like in charge as much anymore. So I'm like, I like this. But what else? What didn't you like?
I guess I didn't like the whole Butcher kind of thing, man. It's just kind of like we're still at it. We're still at the same place with the Butcher, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, is he redeemable at this point? Is he like? Are we supposed to care that he's dying? Or I'm part of me is like, all right, bro, kick the bucket. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure. Like you're done adding anything.
Yeah.
You're only subtracting at this point.
Your peak was like last season or whatever, you know? And it's like right now it's kind of, kind of wait and see. And then it's like, I like Mother's Milk as a leader.
Yeah.
But I also think that he's not strong enough as a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like, out of everybody there, he's the best leader. But at the same time, it's
making
like
the hard calls.
Yeah. So, and his motivations, too. It's like it's kind of, with the family aspect of it.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, it slowed down, like you said. So I don't know if it slowed down too much for me, but there's been some interesting stuff, and the whole, I mean, the Frenchie's storyline. Everybody has their own little storyline, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
You know the character that I'm like, I keep forgetting her name, Victoria something. The one who can make people's head exploded by looking at them.
Yeah.
I like the actress and I like her storyline. And I like it's like she's like balancing between having to be a politician running for an office and wanting to like murder everyone and like, but knowing I can't murder everyone. Like there's some scenes where she's like
she wants
held
to
back, and she can do it like with the look, but she doesn't do it. She's kind of like she's like a really interesting character. I like her a lot because you never know because that shit could just flip.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I'm digging it. I'm excited to watch more. We'll probably
I think 6 episodes are. I'm like way behind on this.
All right, when you get to episode 6, same as me, we'll get back and review some more stuff. See how it goes.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Godzilla versus King Kong, New Empire on HBO Max.
Just dropped like on July 3rd or 4th or something.
Yeah.
Did you watch it? I don't think you watched it.
Yeah, we watched it in the theater.
Oh, no shit. I don't know why. Anyways, so yeah, I got to finally. As soon as it came out, I'm like, I think it was July 4th or 5th. I'm like, we're all watching this.
Oh, yeah.
And it was cool because Dan Stevens is in it. And Christina's a fan of Dan Stevens. And I like Dan Stevens a lot too.
Yeah.
Totally underutilized in this film. But
who was he? Was he the guy, the catcher guy?
He was the dentist, which was like the most random character.
Of course, the guy with the accent. Surprise, surprise. accent people.
He's the English guy who plays an Australian guy. He's the dude playing the dude.
Yeah.
Who is a dentist, and for some reason, let's bring the dentist to Middle Earth. That sounds good.
Yeah, and he knows how to work all the machinery,
everything, and he's a good strategist.
Yeah.
Anyways, I like this movie a lot. It was fun. Uh-oh.
Oh my God. I like it, but that's my bag, baby. That is my bag, baby. You know what I'm saying? This is not your bag usually. You'd be like, but I'm glad you like it.
No, I mean, the last King Kong Godzilla, I thought was a blast. And we actually watched it before this one. And I'm like, you know what? Because I was going to watch the film. And Christine was asking me, like, we watched the last one. Don't remember? I'm like, we had a holiday. So I'm like, let's just sit and watch the first one. So we watched the one before this one.
Yeah.
It's a blast. And this is also the same thing. It's a blast.
Yeah.
Going in knowing that the human characters are all a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah.
They literally have almost no bearing on the outcome of the film for the most part. They're just kind of there to like push a button maybe every 15 minutes or something like that. Like
say words.
They just skip whole beats of like purpose. I'm like, all right, make some jokes because the lizard and the monkey can't make too many good jokes.
Yeah.
And that was it. But I mean, it looked good. I think the last one looked better. This one, but it looked really good. It's a big animated, dumb, crazy fight fest. I love the designs. I like the Hollow Earth stuff. The everything is just fun. I like how in this one they have a little the entrance to Hollow Earth is like in the Bahamas, and it's like this giant vortex whirlpool in the ocean. It looked cool, better than Antarctica. There's a lot of fun stuff. Kong was cool. He's got a big ass beard now. He's a little older. He's gotten some age on him. He got a whole lot of mileage on him. Big, dumb, action, colorful, explodey film. The bad guys, when Kong used the little monkey and was beating the shit out of the dudes, was twirling the other monkey around. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, definitely had Hulk and Loki vibes. Dude, yeah, I was laughing my ass off. I enjoyed this movie a lot too. It was, the first one was, I think, marginal better. You know what I'm saying? But it kept the good vibes going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, you want to nitpick? Just sit back, bro. Fucking sip on a margarita and just fucking.
You know what you're getting into in this one.
Yeah, man. It's like this is what it's supposed to do. It did what it was supposed to entertain you. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Nobody's looking for a fucking, an award or anything like that. Just like have some fun.
And I like how they casually murder like tens of thousands of people in some of these scenes with Godzilla just walking through a street casual. I'm like, dude, he just knocked over like 19 buildings.
Yeah.
Like no warning.
Oh man.
Oh geez.
I feel like Kong was a lot more expressive in this. Like his face. Because there's a couple times like, did he say oh shit? Because his face did. You're like, oh shit.
And when he got his power glove, I was like,
oh yeah, he power gloved that shit up. Lock and load. Yeah.
It's just a fun fucking movie. And the other Godzilla.
That one guy that you said, he was pretty good comic relief, so.
And what's his name? Brian Tyree. I always get his name. Yeah. That guy's hilarious. Like he was hilarious in Bullet Train. Like whatever he's in, he's good. He's good in everything. So I'm like, dope. So I'm pretty happy he was back.
Yeah, it was a win.
Yeah. Big, fun, stupid. It's on HBO right now. You just click it. It's one of the biggest money-making films of the year. So good for them. And they already announced the next one because they got a new director. So fingers crossed. Keep going.
Keep going.
All right. Last one. Mystery film. I told you I watched something recently on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, what is this crap? But it's on Hulu. I can click it. Then I can click right off. And the craziest shit was I never clicked off. I just kind of I went back to it like 2 or 3 times, like during like lunchtime. Because I'm like, I want to finish watching this. All right, ready for this? Bad Boys 3.
And?
I gotta say, I liked it.
Wasn't bad. There you go. There you go. Look at you.
You've seen it, right?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know about this movie. This is the thing that got me about this movie was
get off your high horse.
Sometimes it didn't look good. Like when they first announced, I'm like, are you kidding me? But then the directors, the guys,
any of them look good, bro?
Bad Boys 2 is amazing.
What are you talking about, bro? That shit. got so many continuity issues. Don't get me started.
It's Michael Bay. The two dudes that directed the infamous Batgirl movie that got shelved from Warner Brothers. I was like, damn. But man, these guys do so much with so little. Like these guys have probably like a third of the budget of Bad Boys 2 for this film. Like you can tell because it's literally, I was like, I even timed it. Like the first shootout action scene in this movie doesn't happen for like 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like they really are conservative with how they do their action and budget, but
Mm-hmm.
they keep the action, they keep the energy going and the jokes going. Martin
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence was fucking hilarious in this movie. I was like, God, I didn't think he was gonna be that funny. Like this shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
And when they did the action stuff, it was really well done. It was like on a smaller scale from Bad Boys 2 because they had a third of the budget, but it was really good. And the lighting and the cinematography, everything in the action choreography, it was like, this is a fucking entertaining film. Don't overthink the storyline, but there's more than enough there. Like the in-action sequence and that little building that they were fighting in. I'm like, this is totally cool. Front, top to bottom, fun film. Bad Boys 3. Now I want to watch the fourth one because that just dropped.
Ride or Die.
I don't know if it's the same director. It's like I looked that up, but I think I'm in. That shit's on Hulu or whatever for free again or included. I'm in. Bad Boys 3. Check it out. It's fun.
Cool.
Such a conservative version of Bad Boys compared to the last one too.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sounds good. One thing I want to add on here that I forgot to put on the thing is my guys, House of the Dragon. Click in, jump in. I just watched episode 4 last night.
That's the one everyone's talking about.
Damn. It's good. It's good again. It's like this season has been such a big jump in quality. And yeah, man. So
is it time to jump back in for everybody now?
I think so. The water's good, guys. Jump in. But yeah, episode 4 was yesterday, and it was a fucking great episode. Each episode's getting better, it's ramping up, bro.
I heard they spent all the money in the last episode.
They spent some money, bro. They spent some money.
Yeah, the what's his name? The guy that runs the new series said they spent a year planning and doing this episode because it was that difficult. So
you kind of forget, like last season, then I don't remember it really happening, but you kind of forget that Game of Thrones has like one or two of these huge battle kind of episodes where you're like jaw dropping kind of shit, and here we go, man. And it just came out of nowhere too. So it wasn't like something that it was like a nothing, not a nothing episode, but it was just kind of like a routine, kind of like, oh, we're doing this and and all of a sudden it just got ramped up. And like this got out of hand quickly. Yes, it did. You know what I'm saying? And it was pretty fantastic.
That's great. I mean, it's a great property when they do it right. And fuck, I guess we're gonna start watching it pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll let you know.
Let us know.
All right, Bestie Worstie, son.
Bestie Worstie. All right, all the stuff that we watched. The bestie thing that I'm gonna give my bestie award to is we also watched Despicable Me 4. And it was
busy.
Fucking funny. It was hilarious.
Made a lot of money.
There was a custom random Francisco laugh out in the theater. And I heard my echo.
You mean
like it was hilarious.
Meaning nobody laughed but your dumbass.
Yeah. Well, people giggled and I laughed. It's like it was a funny moment for everybody. But I found it funnier than most. And so yeah, man, good. It was fucking good. I don't know what to say. And it was a fun time with the family and everything. So that was my bestie.
That's great. I'm looking forward. I didn't like the last one too much. I loved the second one. I really liked the first one. So I'm really curious where it lands.
Yeah.
My bestie is a throwback that I watch every around this time. Little film called Aliens. So I got to watch that. And we got to I put up curtains in our place, which was like forever coming for like a year. So we get to like darken some of the area and get all like proper in the living room, turn on aliens, and that's like my happy place. Like, shut up and don't talk to me. I'm watching Rippy whoop some ass. And I was so happy. Like, I was just smiling the whole time, like, ee. Oh man, when she drives the APC into the fucking thing. Oh man, it was so cool. That's my happy place. Throwback. Sorry, aliens. Still one of my top favorite ever.
Yeah, all right, for sure.
What's your worstie?
We watched some wrestling, and I feel bad for this guy. This guy can't. Drew McIntyre, my guy can't catch a break. And the thing is, like, I know it's part of the story, right? Like, they're feeding us. But damn, bro. they don't want this guy to win. They keep taking it away from him. So, like, the title and stuff, and it's like one dumb thing after another, and it's like, damn, they're making him look like a dumbass, you know? Like, first, like, they do this big pay-per-view, like, in his hometown, or like in Scotland, because he's Scottish, right? They do a thing over there where he's supposed to win the title, and he gets so close, and then somebody comes in, blah, 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 you know the deal, and then fucks him up or whatever. And then next time, then he comes back, and then the next day he's like, I quit. He quits, right? And makes him look like, you know, a softie, to say it nicely. But that was part of the gig. That was part of the plan, right? So the guy that messed him up the other episode comes back at his hometown, and he comes back and messes him up. And then, like, yesterday or the other day was Money in the Bank, where if you win the Money in the Bank, you get a shot at the title anytime, anywhere. Which later on in the evening, they were fighting for the title, these other two guys, and he cashes in his Money in the Bank contract. And he loses. he wasted his shot. And the guy that he had messed up came back and got him again. And then, like, the news reports that WWE has suspended him, you know, because he went apeshit after the pay-per-view and started breaking stuff. So I feel bad for the guy. I just feel bad for the storyline, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's like, I know it's not real. Don't send medication to me.
But it still hurts my corazon.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's like, they're making him look like a fool. You're better than that, Drew.
Okay.
What are you going to say?
Sometimes, I could have said. Sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Okay, man. Okay.
That's right. Don't judge me. I see you. I see you. You Paddington loving fucker. Don't judge me.
My worstie.
Here we go.
I think it happened around maybe with 15 minutes left in the last episode of The Bear, season 3, realizing they are not going to wrap up shit in this fucking season. And I got so kind of fucking pissed off the last episode of The Bear. I'm like, oh my God, that was my worstie. I'm like, how are you just going to leave it all hanging? We already talked about it. That shit was my worstie. I rage turned the fucking TV off. I was like, I can't believe that was the season. Like, they went from like brilliance to just like, what? Anyway, that was my worstie. We already talked about it.
Sorry for you.
Go fuck yourself. Moving on. All right, let's move on.
Moving on.
New to the list.
Beverly Hills Cop, Axel Foley on Netflix, out now.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No.
Are you going to?
No.
No, not at all.
Probably not. The reviews have been
Bad Boys.
What if it is Bad Boys 3? I mean, I kind of want to watch it because the nostalgia factor is strong with me, but the reviews have not been good. The trailer didn't look great. And I'm like,
you know what else is strong with you? Your assholeness. That's strong with you too.
All right. God damn, you're laughing at your own joke on that one.
I know. Woo.
That was like a combination of bad joke and bad dad joke. Good job.
I love me some dad jokes.
Anyways, I don't think I'm going to. Are you going to watch it?
I think I have to be in the mood.
You let me know. Because I rage quit Coming to America too. I'm like, what is this garbage? Like, it was Oh,
It was horrible.
Anyways,
all right.
Also in theaters, Despicable Me 4, which someone already saw. Really cool.
Which is pretty funny. Go watch it.
Dude, I loved it. Two of the, I think the 3 biggest films of the year so far are animated. Inside Out 2 and Despicable Me 4. That's pretty nuts that these films are like lifting the box office. That's been
and sequels. And there's sequels.
Yeah. Like
nobody wants to watch original IP.
Yeah, Furiosa got killed. Fall Guy got killed. I'm like, and I want to watch both
of them.
Man,
and Fall Guy was amazing.
I keep looking for Fall Guy for $5 for rent, and they took it off for rental. You can only buy it now, but it's going to be on disc.
Because of word of mouth, because everybody's like, watch it. It's good.
I'm excited to watch it. So, I don't know. Anyways.
All right. Moving on. Since my guy Eddie Murphy released the new Beverly Hills Cop movie, we decided it would be fun to have a Eddie Murphy double feature.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what we're doing. Double feature Eddie Murphy. So I got 2 movies. You can pick like whatever 3. You want. And then
our crossover is going to be strong.
Yeah.
Our crossover is going to be strong here. I have 4. We really have 3 with I have 2.
I got 2 and that's it.
I'm like, man.
Not that I couldn't pick more, but I went with 2 because those are the 2 strongest ones.
All right, I'll go just because I love this movie. I mean, we watch it almost every year and it never gets old. And it's still like, this shit's just fucking hilarious. When Eddie Murphy's on, he's on this film.
Yeah.
Trading Places, man. I love Trading Places. Like, it's so good. He plays 2 different characters, basically. Like, he has like a transition. He plays it so smooth and he's so young. And he's so young and that talented. You know what I mean? Like, man, like, he
was so young.
He was in the pocket for like a good 4 or 5 years. And then he became like too successful where it got kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like he started transitioning to like stuff that was not that in his wheelhouse. You know what I mean? Like he was getting paid, but that shit was like not there. Just not there.
Surprised you didn't go with Golden Child.
I like The Golden Child. There's some really funny. I saw it in the theaters when I was a kid. But
really? Dang. I didn't, but I just remember the blood oatmeal scene.
Oh.
Yeah. Funny thing about Trading Places is that that's the first time I saw Jamie Lee Curtis.
I think that's a lot of people our age.
Yeah. And it's funny because now we watch her. She's, giving her TV daughter ice chips and shit. And it's like, damn, that was my first.
They rough her up too in that film too.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Anyways. All right. What's your pick?
Coming to America.
Yeah. That's my other one.
Yes. Fuck you too. I love that movie, bro. Yeah. So everything, like, I think that was the first time that he had played, like, he did the whole Eddie Murphy playing multiple characters.
Oh, yeah.
And in the barbershop,
Killed it.
Yeah, he killed it. And then, yeah, man, to spend money on that. It looked like it, like when they were in Africa, in quote unquote Africa, and they did the wedding ceremony and like all of that. It was like a big show, a big thing. And yeah, man, it was great. I love Coming to America.
I was watching it in the theaters. I couldn't stop laughing. Like, it's so classic. It was crazy. I'm pretty sure Trading Places and Coming to America directed by John Landis. Pretty sure he did both, I think.
Yeah.
Which is like saying a lot. And apparently
it's funny because on Netflix there's a behind the movies type thing.
Oh yeah.
Did you watch that one with Coming to America? And there's a lot of interesting tidbits about the relationships.
Like each other. Yeah. They love it. Like he built him and he said Eddie Murphy's a different guy. And it was like, what happened there? Like, Eddie Murphy on Trading Places is not Eddie Murphy with a 20-person entourage from these other films. I'm like, whoa, you would just show up on set. Anyways, pretty wild. But both classics, love them.
Yeah. We're going to give you winners there.
There you go. I was curious if you were going to choose Beverly Hills Cop 2 because of the Tony Scott connection.
Yeah.
But like that was also in my wheelhouse. I'm like, that's one of his bigger movies. Like at the time, like that was a substantially bigger action, bigger budget, crazy Tony Scott type film like Freddie Murphy. I was like, well, that's a change.
Yeah. I almost went deep cut. I was like, should I do? But I was like, you know what? Let's watch the hits. Because I was going to go Life or Harlem Nights, you know? But,
go with the classic.
Yeah. And I'm like, you know what's funny about Harlem Nights? I'm not sure how good my English was back then. So I just remember liking it. So I don't know if I knew how bad it was or because I hear it's bad, but like I have nothing but fond memories of that movie. But again, you know, my English, I didn't start really speaking or learning English till I was 7. So
I was a big Eddie Murphy fan and I remember watching that and like halfway through, I'm like, is this what is this? Like, it's not a serious film, but it's not a comedy because I'm not laughing. It was just kind of like, what is this film? Like, it's kind of out there. It's kind of weird. Like, the comedians
Vampire in Brooklyn? No?
That film was out there too.
Yeah.
Anyways, Golden Child. I'd watch that before those ones. At least
Meet the Clumps.
You know what? Nutty Professor has some really funny stuff. Like his 2 things. I'm like, there's some pretty funny stuff.
Which one was he dating in Boomerang? Boomerang's watchable. Which one is
Boomerang's good. It's been a while.
He dated Janet Jackson. Was it
Professor 2?
Oh, okay. The other one was Jada Pinkett, huh?
Yeah.
First one?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Anyways,
all right. Eddie Murphy.
Ran long again, trying to keep us under an hour. Didn't do a good job.
Yeah. Your hate was powerful.
All your stupid football talk.
Oh, your powerful hate. You're rage quitting.
I was pretty angry.
Wow. Wow.
Pretty angry.
Man.
Anyway.
You're an angry man today.
Yeah. Wrap us out of here.
Okay. That's our show. You guys be safe out there. Yay. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave recommendations and comments. You know, maybe some yoga instructions or some meditation things for Andres so he doesn't get rage quit stuff. I'm Francisco. I'm Andres.
Yes, you did. You're Francisco and I'm Andres.
I'm Francisco. And you're
Andres.
Okay.
You got
Have a great week. Dude, Nurse One Pod. Vámonos, put on the list. Let's go.